Hi everyone and welcome back to today's morning report on Monday the 7th of September with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. Let's move on to Euro now, and we've again come back to this support at 111 figure, and we're finding it as the pivot level, this 110.50 to 111 figure that is the pivot level, the 50 pips of pivot level that I've been talking about for several months now. And again, it seems to be finding support at that level, bouncing up again. You've got these momentum indicators which are sort of bearish in a marginal way. I think you've got the falling stochastics, which is the main problem. So also MACD lines, but MACD lines are not drastically disastrous. There, the RSI is around sort of the midpoint, so it's not too bad in terms of momentum, and it certainly suggests, I think, more neutral configuration really around that pivot level, which is interesting. On the hourly chart, you've got a slight pickup, nothing too bad, but at the moment you're sort of you broke down below that 1155 support, which has sort of become the basis of new resistance. But I'd say that there's pretty much between 1155 and 12 figure, there's sort of 50 pips worth of resistance near term on that. Again, a couple of old lows, few old lows at 112 figure to contend with. So 50 pips worth of resistance. So if you can get through that resistance band, I think that is quite an important move near term. It would obviously then have to sort of get through the next band of resistance, which comes up around 1250. Again, old support, new resistance, old resistance as well, becoming old support becomes new resistance, and then that obviously resistance has been in place for the last few days. So that is sort of where we're looking at. Sorry, don't know what happened there. That's what we're looking at near term. So you've got to get through 12 figure and then up towards 1250 as a serious improvement. And then if you get through 1250, I think that would confirm that the sort of the outlook is certainly improving once again. You'd need to really have a challenge of that 1330 level, but to really see the bulls in control. But certainly I think a move back above 12 figure initially would be your line of resistance to take on. So it is fairly choppy still on this euro, and it's fairly undecided, I think, as to exactly who's in control of the outlook. I don't really think there's any serious control by either the bulls or the bears on this one, and I think that's going to make it a little bit of a tricky one. I'm happy whilst it's above the 111 figure pivot, and the support coming in there has certainly maintained a positive-ish outlook, but I say positive-ish because the momentum indicators are still not great, and you'd need to see, as I said, a move back above at least 12 figure, if not 1330, to really suggest that the bulls are fighting back strongly. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thanks.